Here's another win. Hat tip all those Texas Republicans out there. Really good job. They passed a new abortion law. If a baby has a heartbeat, you can't terminate the life of that baby. That sounds like a good idea to me. Well, the Supreme Court took a quickie look at this thing. It's not if they were going to take it. They decided against it. AP, the High Court divides 5-4 to leave Texas abortion law in place, which sounds good to me. I'm all about saving human lives, unlike liberals who claim to be. But down in the piece, there's a very weird interpretation by one of the liberal justices of constitutional rights, given everything we've heard in the past few months about government working with the private sector to ban Parler, ban all these tech companies and do this other stuff. They have, that's the government actively intervening to shut down free speech, something they're forbidden to do. So they're using third parties to do it, which is really strange because I didn't see anybody complaining about that. But you got the screenshot from that piece? There isn't? Did I not send it over? I think it was Justice Kagan. I think it was Kagan, but I'll check. One of the liberal justices said, you can't do this. You can't empower in Texas a citizen to sue an abortion provider and take away a constitutional right. Really? Because that's funny. I didn't hear Kagan saying anything when AOC and others, Ro Khanna, were incentivizing AWS and others to take Parler off the internet. I don't remember Kagan, which is an actual constitutional right to speak. I don't remember seeing any of that. Yugi, you don't remember that, Joe? You don't remember that either, right? Kagan didn't seem to say anything.
No.
But when there's a phantom constitutional right to an abortion that doesn't exist, and a third party is empowered by the Texas law, which they are, to sue for $10,000 if someone breaks this abortion law, all of a sudden they care about a principal agent problem when it comes to constitutional rights. These leftists are just the joke. They're totally unprincipled losers. Here's the worst take of the day on the abortion law. This is from a Richard Hananiah. This guy claims he's a former Newsweek contributor in his avatar. I don't know that. Never seen his commentary. No reason to disbelieve him, but wrote for Newsweek. He talks a bit about the Texas abortion law because you want once the child has a heartbeat, you can no longer terminate its life. It's a good thing. Not to Richard Hananiah. He says you can't screen for Down syndrome before about 10 weeks, and something like 80% of Down syndrome fetuses are aborted. If red states ban abortion, we could see a world where they have 5 times as many children with Down syndrome and a similar number for other disabilities. Probably the sickest thing I've read on the internet today. I think I'd be as touched by this as I was, even though I read it before and was like hurt by it. You ever see a child with Downs? They have none of our bad features. Do you notice that?
Yeah.
Do you ever see that? Notice that all they want to do is help. They just want to be around other people. They have none of our bad features. It's amazing. Like if you've ever been around a child or an adult with Downs, they're like us, but none of the bad stuff. Really. And apparently Richard Hananiah has some issue with that. I'm kind of curious as to what his take is. That this is somehow a good thing that we're aborting human beings with Downs. I don't understand where he's going with this. Maybe he can put out a tweet to clarify. I'd love to see it. Speaking again about the hypocrisy of the left, who now all of a sudden have determined sovereignty over one's body is a big deal, which is odd because just a week ago they were arguing take the vaccine or shut your mouth. This is weird. Here's a bunch of protesters at the Texas Capitol now protesting against the vaccine, saying, hands off my body. Check this out.
Hands off my body. My body is my own. Hands off my body. My body is my own. Hands off my body. My body is my own. Hands off my body.
Of course, I'm just kidding. They weren't actually protesting against the vaccine. They're protesting against abortion. These are the same people a couple of weeks ago who were telling you your body isn't your own. You should jam a vaccine in your arm because they told you so. Again, showing how the left has no principles at all. They flip on a dime, whatever they deem appropriate. They don't care. Lick your finger. Which way are the political winds going?